This is the kind of political analysis Russia's state-controlled television apparently likes.
Но все это не означает того.
The main channel in Moscow putting together this montage of lines from a favorite anchor. Please show us Tucker Carlson, the host says. He's the man laying out all the complaints against President Biden, she explains. But it's his defense of Russia's threat against Ukraine the Kremlin-backed channel now wants to highlight.
Vladimir Putin does not want Belgium. He just wants to keep his western border secure. That's why he doesn't want Ukraine to join NATO. And that makes sense. Imagine how we would feel if Mexico and Canada became satellites of China.
It's essentially what the Kremlin says, so no surprise, the studio guests agree. Excellent performance, exclaims this editor of a Russian national defense journal. We can only have solidarity with this view, he says. US officials say NATO poses no threat, and this Russian military buildup is unjustified.
Wouldn't it be great if we actually got along with Russia?
For years now, Russia has homed in on controversial praise from the US, including from the former president himself, and often used it to justify its stance at home. Like former President Trump taking the side of Putin over US intelligence agencies on Russia meddling in the US election. Russia denied it. Trump at first agreed.
I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this, I don't see any reason why it would be.
At the time, even Russian TV anchors seemed surprised.
Hello.
President Biden has been more critical of Putin in public, a tougher stance that's helped make the US president much less popular in Russia than his predecessor. Where criticism of President Biden is widespread,
There's nothing we could possibly gain from a military confrontation.
and his American critics are held up for praise. As well as to justify its actions, Russia also promotes contrarian US support to underline divisions in American society, casting the nation as unstable compared to autocratic Russia, where, of course, dissent is crushed. The problem is, listening only to support for Russia while blocking out the criticism distorts what the US really thinks, leaving many Russians dangerously unaware of just how divided the US and Russia have become.